Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Johnny Jett here with another episode of Fire Promoter Complete. Guys, we are at a milestone. It's episode 50. We are gearing up now for the first kind of named event. That is the Great American Bash. But right now, first things first, I want to go ahead. You see, we're with last episode got us back to B popularity. Feeling great about that. Going to go over the show a little bit last time. We have Sergio Perez taking on Koichiro Brillo-Pad Togashi. Amazing match to start the show off. 99%. Perez picks up a big win over Togashi, keeping him strong and going forward. Perez will probably be getting a little bit more momentum, and we might book Sergio Perez a little bit stronger there. Jeff Bryan and Thomas Walker, unlikely tag team, did team up and beat Daniel Gonzalez and Fernando Diaz. Last time on this program, Diaz and Gonzalez, a more established tag team. I think this is their third match together versus Bryan and Walker, who is having their first match together. Jeff Bryan, just consistently very good, but we're not pushing him. I'm sure there would be a vocal minority of people on the message boards in the universe demanding that we push Jeff Bryan, but there are no vocal minority or majority in my comment section telling me to, so I'm not going to, because Jeff Bryan is just, he's fine. He's fine. I got nothing against Jeff Bryan. Will Ospreay in his second match in the company took on Marty Scurll, beat Marty Scurll. Scurll, of course, a probationary member of the Four Horsemen Woo, and Marty Scurll has been on a losing streak, you know, and the Horsemen don't associate with losers. Marty Scurll's going to have to really turn things around on this episode at the Great American Bash, one of the biggest stages of them all, or he might his place in the Horsemen might be in jeopardy. Also in action, we had the Tokyo Cyber Squad, led by Kagami, Takayaki Ryu, and also Hana Kimura, taking on Jack Howard, David Houston, and Hiro Mikami. Hiro Mikami on this episode will be challenging for the Junior Heavyweight Championship. He did, however, take a pinfall loss to Kagami, who is the reigning Pro Wrestling Ace Heavyweight Champion at this time. Jack Howard and Kagami will be facing each other tonight on this program for the Super Lucha Heavyweight Championship, currently held by Jack Howard. Big match implications here. Jack Howard stayed strong in that one. Unfortunately, David Houston just was not there when Hiro Mikami tried to get the tag in. Those two have been feuding for a long time, and I don't think that's going to be ending anytime soon. The following match after that, we had Matt Robinson and Steve Corino, two members of Pro Wrestling Ace, the promotion and the stable, taking on B. Priestley and Paul Collins, our former tag team champions. The winners of this match would go on to face the current reigning tag team champions, that is Kenny Omega and Jeff Jarrett, on this program for the tag team titles. Star-studded event here at here at the Great American Bash. Corino and Robinson will be moving on to challenge for those tag team titles this evening. But in our main event, three of the Four Horsemen, Ric Flair, Kenny Omega, and Jeff Jarrett, challenged the Batman to a handicap match. Batman was willing to accept, but then his friend Goldust came out and said, no. We're going to even these odds up a little bit. Numbers advantage are still going to be in the Horsemen's favor, but Goldust did back up Batman. Unfortunately, Ric Flair was able to get a pinfall over Batman. Him and Kenny Omega hit the golden trigger on Batman. Goldust stood aside and danced. Maybe a little bit of trouble among the Super Friends. You never know. You can't trust people as strange in the brain as Goldust if you're Batman, if there's a title on the line. Goldust is challenging Mickey Williams on this program for the GPW Heavyweight Championship, a title that Goldust lusts after, that he wants and he desires more than anything in this world. But also, Batman and Ric Flair, two other men who desire that World Heavyweight Championship, who want that title. They're going to be meeting again on this program. Batman called out the dirtiest player in the game, and on this episode, at the Great American Bash, Ric Flair and Batman are going to go one-on-one one more time. with the winner, perhaps, challenging the winner of Goldust and Mickey Williams. Now, this episode is going to be a little bit different than past episodes. I've already done a little bit of stuff off camera here. Went ahead and hired a guy. Not going to tell you just who. They're going to make their debut on this program. But last month, we did hire Taka Michinoku. Taka's coming, motherfucker. He's going to be on this program in action. And I've already booked out the card for this event. As you'll see here, it's already been booked out. I'm not going to show you the card just yet. A little bit of a surprise in store here. But everybody on our roster that is not injured is in action. And we did go ahead and we booked Ricardo Jimenez from Red Ocean Wrestling, who asked to show up on this show. He'll be getting a title shot on this program for the Red Ocean Wrestling Junior Heavyweight Championship against David Houston. Just going to sprinkle that in there. In case that match does not occur, I'm going to tell you that we did advertise it. It is in the commercials. Promised that it'll happen. If Jimenez doesn't show up, it's really going to sour our relationship with Red Ocean Wrestling because it's in the commercials. But our attendance is not hinging on his appearance. I've made sure that that's not a thing. So, all right, here we go. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead. We're going to get into the Great American Bash here. I know, really early. All right, let's see how it goes. Is Jimenez? Of course, he asks to show up. Ricardo Jimenez doesn't show up, though. He asks to. Anytime that people ask to show up, we're like, no. We even promise them title shots, and they still don't come. So, I mean, screw Red Ocean Wrestling is, I guess, the takeaway on this one. All right, let's get into the show with people who are actually going to be there. I guess David Houston's getting the night off. Bummer for him, but everybody else is in action. Let's get into it. The Great American Bash. Here we go. All right. So, starting us off hot and heavy, we do have Taka Michinoku, the debuting Taka Michinoku, taking on Marty Scurll. Marty Scurll, probationary member of the Four Horsemen. His spot is perhaps on the line. If he doesn't win this one, he might be kicked out of the Horsemen. Taka Michinoku, of course, needing no introduction, a member of Kaientai, the leader perhaps of Kaientai, the one-man band, Taka Michinoku. Let's see if he comes out victorious in his debut, or if Marty Scurll is going to turn it around here tonight. Let's go ahead and check it out. Let's see. Okay, Marty able to beat Taka Michinoku in the opening match. Really good for Marty. Taka Michinoku still, he has to prove himself later on down the line, but Marty Scurll turning it around. This is good news for Marty Scurll. All right, so let's go ahead and let's look here. We got Sergio Perez and Will Ospreay, both members of Pro Wrestling Ace, taking on Fernando Diaz and Daniel Gonzalez. Gonzalez and Sergio Perez go way back. They've got lots of history between those two. So let's go ahead and let's see how this match plays out for them. Okay, Will Ospreay getting a good win over Fernando Diaz. Pro Wrestling Ace victorious in this one. We might see Pro Wrestling Ace victorious in the tag team titles match later on tonight. We'll find out later on, of course. We've got Koichiro Togashi taking on Paul Collins here. This could be just a good little show, a little exhibition here. Hopefully Paul Collins doesn't take it too seriously and start biting people or just using all those close-fisted punches to the back of the head that he favors. Ooh, Koichiro Togashi with a big win over Paul Collins. Collins has been on a hot streak for a minute, so this is actually pretty huge. Could signal a little bit of a feud between Togashi and Collins, maybe. Put a pin in that one. All right, so Thomas Walker and Jeff Bryan going to be taking on Takaya Kiryu and Hana Kimura. Hana Kimura and Takaya Kiryu, both members of Tokyo Cyber Squad. Thomas and Jeff, both members of their newfound tag team. We'll see how this goes for them. All right. Okay, all right. Kiryu with a good solid win here. That's good because he's a main event guy. So I'm wanting him to stay strong. We're going to eventually be moving him back into the main event. Right now, he's just kind of doing his own thing down here. I wouldn't say slumming it by any stretch of the imagination, though. All right. So now we have the Pro Wrestling Ace Heavyweight Champion, Kagami, taking on Jack Howard. Huge match here. Jack Howard, the ace of Grenade Pro Wrestling for at least the first year, probably the first 2 years. Kagami, one of the new breed, a member of Tokyo Cyber Squad. Currently on a hot streak. I don't know how many matches he's won recently, but it's been quite a few. He's won a lot of the last few contests we put him in, including matches over Jack Howard. So, huge implications here. Big match. Jack Howard, pride and title on the line. Kagami challenging, trying to supplant Jack Howard and become one of the aces of Grenade Pro Wrestling. It's happening right here. Let's see how it goes. Jack Howard retains. He ends the winning streak of Kagami. He retains. I think Jack Howard now gets a shot at the Pro Wrestling Ace Championship, which he had held previously. This feud will continue, perhaps. And now, yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of a surprise here. So the Batman comes out, and Ric Flair comes out as expected for their one-on-one match. No. Make that a 2-on-1 match, because see, Batman, you challenged the dirtiest player in the game. And that's what you're going to get. The dirtiest player and the game. Triple H. Ric Flair brings out his protege and friend and pupil Triple H to challenge Batman. It's going to be a handicap match. Ric Flair and Triple H against Batman. Ric Flair perhaps debuting a new member of the Horsemen. We don't know yet. But we do know that they get a win over the Batman. Triple H joining Grenade Pro Wrestling. Noted mixed martial artist Triple H joining Grenade Pro Wrestling to help Ric Flair beat Batman. Huge win here for the Nature Boy and for the debuting Triple H. So here we have the GPW Junior Heavyweight Championship. So, I said if I ever made it to 10 years, I would call every match on the card. It's not 10 years, but it is episode 50. And in the past, I've given you usually one match on the card, usually the main event. And I've sometimes given you two matches. This time I'm going to give you all three of these GPW, all these GPW title matches. I'm going to call each one of them. I'm going to run each one of them right here, right now. So, B. Priestley, the defending GPW Junior Heavyweight Champion, taking on former GPW Junior Heavyweight Champion Hiro Mikami. Long blood between these two. And it's only going to get worse. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. One of your three main events on the way. Hiro Mikami, the Fallen King, making his way to the ring to challenge B. Priestley. Hiro Mikami, of course, having suffered a tremendous defeat last month on this very program at the hands of Kagami, the Pro Wrestling Ace Heavyweight Champion. But here you see the Junior Heavyweight Champion of Grenade Pro Wrestling, B. Priestley, making her way to the ring. She challenges from a position of strength, or she defends from a position of strength. Mikami coming in here a little bit weakened, a little bit softened. We'll see how that plays into this contest against B. Priestley. You see already Priestley with that big scoop slam there on Hiro Mikami. Mikami fighting back with hammer fists, tests of strength. Now Mikami with a headbutt. Covers up, but way too early to even get a 1 count there. They lock up again. Big body slam from Hiro Mikami, spilling it out to the outside now. Oh, Priestley smart going back into the ring, but Mikami pursuing with that kendo stick there. Front chancery from Mikami. Masked ref forcing Mikami to drop the kendo stick. Smart, good officiating there from Masked ref, whoever he may be. Big scoop slam there from Mikami, just stomping on the face now of B. Priestley. And of course goes back to it. Side headlock here. A dangerous maneuver. It has beaten men the likes of Ric Flair in the past. And now Hiro Mikami. Shades of the old Hiro Mikami taking a bite out of B. Priestley. Both of these individuals. Ooh, ankle lock from Priestley. Both of these individuals, former tag team champions, both of them having held the junior heavyweight championship, both of them having met on numerous occasions in feuds over this very title that is on the line here this evening. A lot of history between Mikami and Priestley. Just trading blows back and forth. Mikami coming out on top of that one, if only just barely. And ooh, a little insult to injury there, stomping on the face of B. Priestley. Priestley looking for a big blow here and successfully gets it, switches to the back, but no, Mikami forces her into the corner here, lifts her up, puts her on the top turnbuckle. What's he looking for here? Underhook, but no, Priestley able to fight out now on the top rope, hops down at the referee's count beginning there. Side headlock from Hiro Mikami, trying to wrench the neck of B. Priestley. And now those dirty tactics of Hiro Mikami on display. Gets the sickle out and then back to that headlock. Don't know where he keeps that sickle. I guess he just tucks it into his tights. I don't know. Seems like something you could search for. Maybe it's in his boot. I don't know. Still, it seems like you could search for a big brain buster there from B. Priestley. Priestley definitely having taking quite a bit of a beating already, and Mikami now with this kendo stick. Masked ref forces him to drop it. Priestley now into the ropes. What's she looking for here? Ooh, V-trigger to the back of the head. But Mikami back to his feet now, pulls a fork out and stabs B. Priestley right in the head there. They lock up. Priestley on the defensive here. He's got the claws. He's got the claws. Shades of Wolverine from Hiro Mikami. Grabs her from behind and a low blow there from Hiro Mikami. Tries to breathe fire. What's he, a dragon? Body slam from Hiro Mikami. And you know, Hiro Mikami has been on the side of the Angels for a hot minute now, but wrestling like he never lost those vicious tricks of his. Low blow rolls her over, but in the ropes. Priestley firmly on the defense here. The champion trying to stay alive. King Cobra hold applied here. This has ended matches for Mickey Williams. Can it do the same for Hiro Mikami here? Yes, indeed it can. B. Priestley forced to tap out to the King Cobra hold. And Hiro Mikami not letting go. The new champion, Hiro Mikami, just doing damage to B. Priestley here this evening. Yeah, not the best match, but not a new champion crowned Hiro Mikami, who just keeps grabbing the title and then letting go of it and then grabbing it again. He can't decide if he wants it or not. Hopefully, Kenny Omega and Jeff Jarrett will have a little bit more success retaining their title belts this evening. They just won them not 2 months ago now. Matt Robinson, of course, a former Pro Wrestling Ace heavyweight champion. Steve Corino, an accomplished athlete who has been really coming into his own in recent months. This could be a barn burner of a contest right here. A big match. And there you see him making his way to the ring, the king of old school, Steve Corino, a member of Pro Wrestling Ace and the tag team partner of Matt Robinson. Steve Corino, been on a bit of a tear recently, really proving his mettle, earning his way here in Grenade Pro Wrestling. But here comes a man who needs no introduction to the GPW faithful. He is the divine Matt Robinson. He is the turncoat Matt Robinson who betrayed Grenade Pro Wrestling all those years ago. Who turned his back on GPW to join Pro Wrestling Ace. Challenging now for one of the highest accolades in Grenade Pro Wrestling. One of those accolades, half of them being held by this man right here, Double J, the chosen one, Jeff Jarrett. A member of the Four Horsemen. Jeff Jarrett has been on a tear his entire career with GPW. He has been winning matches from the first time he debuted till now. As has this man right here, Kenny Omega, another accomplished professional athlete, both in GPW and elsewhere. I don't need to tell you where he's from. You know who he is. He's the cleaner. He is Kenny Omega. Horseman on your left-hand side. They're on your right-hand side. Rather, Pro Wrestling Ace on your left. Front chancery there, reversed there by Kenny Omega. Tried for the Northern Light suplex, did Matt Robinson, but Robinson not able to capitalize on it. Oh, we're going to the outside early here. Omega and Robinson on the outside. Referee administering the count. Oh, sends him into the outside exposed turnbuckle there. Boston Crab on the floor, just adding some insult to injury out there. Was Matt Robinson. We're already up to 12 here, guys. You might want to get back into the ring. You only got to a count of 20. Robinson smartly getting back in there. Nice hook kick there by Matt Robinson, stomping away on Omega. They lock up, big body slam from Kenny Omega, smartly going to tag into his partner. Both Jarrett and Corino brought into the ring now. A lock up here. Big double team maneuver by the Horsemen. Corino in trouble here against Double J. Eye poke from the Horsemen here. Jeff Jarrett wrestling smart so far. Corino equally wily as a veteran, but you know, Jarrett's had a lot more years on top in a lot more companies. Whether you like it or not, Jeff Jarrett has got the track record. He does have the experience of being a top guy. Steve Corino perhaps does not have as much of an accomplished career as Jeff Jarrett, at least on paper. Eye poke there from Jarrett. Jarrett really setting the pace, wrestling his kind of match here. Sends him into the ropes, does Jarrett, and now big nothing from both men there. Tags out to Omega, does Jeff Jarrett. And Omega just lets him tag to Robinson. I guess that's cool. Oh, double brainbuster now. Sends Omega spilling to the outside, and the Pro Wrestling Ace men just taunting there. Now Omega and Robinson, the legal men, squaring off, trading blows here. The fighting spirit on display. Omega now going for that figure four early here, 5 minutes into the match, already looking to wear down and defeat Matt Robinson with that maneuver that has been passed down to him by the Nature Boy, by his stable leader, Ric Flair. Nice brain buster there from Kenny Omega. Sets him up and kicks him in the back for his troubles. A lockup. Headlock there from Robinson. Robinson able to eventually tag out there to Corino. Robinson and Corino just double teaming Omega here at Fisherman Buster, but Fisherman Suplex tried to get a pinfall, but only got a 1 count there. And now Corino and Jarrett, the legal men, as Kenny Omega just stands awkwardly in the middle of them. Oh, spinning toe hold from Steve Corino on Jarrett. Shades of the great Terry Funk there. Terry Funk, of course, a legendary enemy of Ric Flair and of the Four Horsemen. A lockup here. Front chancery from Corino. Puts his man down in his corner. That's smart. Jarrett trying to dance back, really wanting to evade the strikes here. Corino able to tag out, and it's a 2-on-1 situation now. Can Jarrett manage against both members of the opposing team here? Can the champion manage here? Big brain buster from Corino to Jarrett. Robinson and Jarrett, the legal men, whips him into his partner. That's kind of a dick move, but he does it. Jarrett covers now 1, but not able to get a 2 count there. Tags out to Kenny Omega. Lock up here. Matt Robinson fighting both horsemen. Tag out to Corino. Kenny Omega able to hold his own here. Both, everybody's really showing that they can kind of manage a 2-on-1 situation. Neck breaker there from Steve Corino, and now just choking Kenny Omega. Master F forces the break there at the count of 2. DDT from the cleaner. Picks up the King of Old School, and what's he looking for here? Eye rake. Setting him up. Ooh, but no. Corino able to reverse there, and now has him cornered with this spinning toe hold here. Omega forced to tag out now to Jarrett. Smart tag team continuity, wanting to really keep each other fresh, not wanting to let Corino able to guess their plan, their game plan here. Force him to fight a fresh man each time. Good wrestling there from the tag team champions. Of course, you don't become champion by being by being bad at what you do. That Fisherman Suplex not really helping Corino as much as it might. He's had some bad placement with it. Not bad placement with that DDT, though. Jarrett now fighting for his life over here against Robinson and Corino. Locks up. Neck breaker from Jarrett. Drags Matt Robinson away from the ropes, picks him up, nice clothesline there, and hooks in the figure 4, but in enemy territory. Corino immediately in to break that maneuver up there, that hold. The damage could be done. Matt Robinson moving perhaps a little bit slower now. Jarrett able to tag out to Kenny Omega. Omega and Jarrett now center of the ring with Matt Robinson. Headbutts from Jarrett. Pins him. He's not the legal man. Jeff, you can't do that. Big brain buster in the center of the ring, right on the logo. What a professional this Matt Robinson is. They lock up, trading blows, the fighting spirit on display. Matt Robinson backed up with every strike from the cleaner. Kick now from Kenny Omega to the back of Matt Robinson. Robinson able to tag out, and Corino in there. Double team maneuver power bomb here. Oh, told him to go up to the top rope, but oh my lord, what a double team maneuver there. Robinson clinched in that rear naked choke. Corino hit that diving elbow drop to the midsection of Kenny Omega. But Corino with bad ring awareness there. He didn't know his man was in the ropes. That's just dumb. Jeff Jarrett, of course, now in the ring, trying to save his partner, but it's not really going so well for him. Northern Light Bomb from Steve Corino. Is that the old school expulsion? I don't know what the old school expulsion is. I think that's the old school expulsion. It might not be. I don't know. Good moonsault drop kick there from Jarrett, who I guess is the legal man. DDT to Double J. Corino with the cover. 1. No, not able to get a 2 count off of the DDT, which could and should be a finishing maneuver. Another DDT. Pulls his man away from the ropes and now spinning toe hold applied. Omega in there to save his partner, but just in time it seems like. Kenny Omega now with this camel clutch. Robinson just allowing it to happen. Stops it at the last second there. Flows through with that Northern Light suplex into this arm bar. But, you know, Robinson's not the legal man. He's just looking for damage here against Jeff Jarrett. They tie up spinning neck breaker from Jarrett. Now covers Steve Corino. No, not able to get a pinfall victory there off of that maneuver. And, oh, you know, that I sometimes it looks like Matt Robinson maybe like pulling people out of position when Steve Corino's on the top rope. It looks like they're not really coordinating and communicating as well as you might want from a tag team. That could cost them here against the Horsemen. But nope, no lack of tag team continuity there with that double team brainbuster to Jeff Jarrett. Kenny Omega and Matt Robinson, the legal men here. Kenny Omega on the offense here against Matt Robinson. Double underhook. Tiger driver. Pulls him away from the ropes. Omega could be looking for a pinfall here, but no. Robinson with the Dominator on the logo. What a professional. Picks him up. Why is he not going for the pin? I would have went for the pin there. That might cost him. What's Kenny looking for here? He's got him up. Super kick. Center of the ring, but picks him up. What was he looking for? Could have been that one-wing angel, but it cost him. He should have went for the pin off that super kick. Super kicks are finishing maneuvers. Oh, rolls him. Does Kenny Omega. Jarrett, the legal man, now into the ropes he goes. Shoulder tackle to the King of Old School. Gets him from behind. No, not going for the stroke, though. Just a big back body drop. Corino up to his feet. Goes behind. Rolls him up schoolboy, but Omega able to make the save there. And now just a brawl starting. The match is starting to break down a little bit here. Jarrett and Corino, perennial rivals throughout this match, squaring off now. Jarrett might want to pull him back to the other side of the ring as soon as he's able to here. Corino, ooh, smart. Playing opossum there was Jarrett. But I started to say, you know, Jarrett might want to get him onto the other side of the ring, otherwise something like that could happen. Goes for their figure four, but Matt Robinson's standing right there, Jarrett. Come on. He's not going to let you just submit his partner. He wants to win the titles. He wants to win the match. Big nut. Okay. That was something happened there. A little bit of something happened there between Jarrett and Corino. Both men took a double down, but now Steve Corino out of the match, or rather out of the he's not out of the ring right now. And Kenny Omega and Matt Robinson trading blows here. Discus lariat, super kick. As this match rolls on, nearing the 25-minute mark, Kenny Omega goes behind, gets him up, Poison Rana, but Robinson right back to his feet, goes for a spin kick, but Kenny Omega able to avoid it. Robinson in control, though it looks like, goes to the top rope. What's he looking for here? We haven't seen him go to the top rope for a while, and a big elbow drop. And tags out to his partner. Double team maneuver, deadly intentions here. Oh, throws him into the other corner. I don't know if that's smart, but okay. Duh, he did it. And now, oh! Falcon Arrow, he did the deal, but no. Jarrett able to break it up there. Poison Rana to Steve Corino. I don't know who the legal men are right now. I think it's Corino and Omega. Yes! Nice STO there. Jarrett right back into the ring break. Set up at the 1 count. This match has really just started to break down here. Went for the V. I don't know why everyone... Delayed reaction from the V-trigger? Kenny Omega hit with such force that it took a moment for it to hit everyone? I don't know what happened there. Corino tags out to Robinson. Robinson and Jarrett now the legal men. The stroke to Matt Robinson. Jarrett gets him with his half crab, but that's it. Yes, the champions retain. But you saw there at the end, Steve Corino backing away, allowing that submission to happen. What's going on with Steve Corino? All right, champions retain. That's good. I liked that. That was a good match. Solid match. I'll even say right man lost. I like Matt Robinson. I want Matt Robinson to be strong, but right man lost on that one. That's how I think I probably would have booked that. All right, so main event. We have Mickey Williams defending the title he won 5 years ago against one of the few men in GPW history to get a pinfall victory over him, not once, but twice, in the form of Goldust. Goldust came in here as Batman's tag team partner, his surprise super friend, and now he's challenging for the title the Batman wants. He wants to take the title from the man that Batman wants to capture and send to Arkham Asylum. Big match on the way here. And here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. The man known only as Goldust. The Bizarre One. Making his way to the ring, he has secured a pinfall victory, 2 pinfall victories, in fact, over our champion. And you see him now making his way to the ring. Your Red Ocean Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, your Dramatic Fight Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, a former Tag Team Champion here in GPW, and your reigning, defending Grenade Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Actual Cannibal, Mickey Williams. Big fight feel. Here in the main event of the Great American Bash, you see Goldust whipping Williams into the ropes. No, Williams able to evade it there. Now, Goldust retreating from Williams, backing away, wanting to get that separation, wanting to get a game plan together, but it's impossible to really set a game plan up against a man like Mickey Williams, against a villain like Mickey Williams. They lock up. Goldust sends him into the ropes in a nice maneuver there. He calls it the rear view. And immediately Mickey Williams, going for those bar fight tactics, tries to bite into Goldust. Can't get through the gold paint though. Into the ropes reversal there. Goldust rear view to Mickey Williams. They lock up. Goldust hits him with that hip, unorthodox offense from the Bizarre One. But Mickey Williams, no stranger to bizarre antics in his own. Carolyn lift there, plants Goldust right on his neck. They grapple. Williams in control, sends him into the ropes, and now Manhattan drop puts him on the ground, and just stomping on the face, wrenching that leg, trying to do some damage to Goldust here. Goldust on the defensive now against the champion. I say that as he takes control, drops a knee on the back of Williams. Oh, Williams with the big headlock. This is the move that beat Ric Flair, but no. Goldust seems to have watched his tapes. He's got it scouted, able to get out of that headlock. See Williams with that variation of the headlock there. Again, right back to it, working on the neck of Goldust. Goldust trying to avoid getting into that predicament again. And now big body slam from Goldust. Pulls Williams away from the ropes. Elbow drop to the face from Goldust. Williams, perhaps a little bit sluggish. No, going right for the cannibalism and able to get through the paint this time. It looks like Goldust is turning into red mist here this evening. Oh, kick to the midsection. Gets him up now. Does Williams? No, Goldust able to back switch here out of it. Sends his man into the ropes in a rear view again. They lock up Goldust now on the defensive at the mercy of Mickey Williams, and unfortunately for him, Mickey Williams has no mercy. A low blow to Goldust. Perhaps a little turnabout fair play here. Goldust did defeat Mickey Williams with a low blow previously. Mickey Williams maybe wanting to get a little bit of revenge on that one. Headlock takeover there from Mickey Williams, just demonstrating he can put that headlock on at any time at his choosing. And now I think just toying with Goldust, big spear, but doesn't go for a finish, just stomps on the groin of Goldust. Goldust should have wore his spiky codpiece. Oh, headlock applied now by Williams. This could be it any second. No, Goldust able to get out of that one, but just barely. Sidebuster there from Goldust. Goldust still has a lot of fight left in the tank, it looks like, but oh man, you can only imagine for how much longer. Mickey Williams back on the offense, stabbing away at the head of Goldust. Body slam there. Sends him to the outside, and Williams pursues him, gets that kendo stick. And these two looking to fight outside. Williams with the claws. The fans are going crazy for the claws. They hate to see it. They hate to see their hero Goldust on the defense, but Goldust fighting back now. Russian leg sweep goes back into the ring, and Goldust just starts dancing. He likes it, but he doesn't like that so much. Cane to the back of the head. Goldust being dragged away from the ropes. Now they lock up, spinning neck breaker from Goldust. Goldust drops the elbow on on Mickey Williams. Kenny Omega not in this match at all. Stabbing into the head of Goldust is Mickey Williams. Williams completely in the driver's seat at this exact moment. That could change moment to moment though. And Williams now taunting Goldust. Perhaps he thinks that Goldust is Hulk Hogan underneath all of that paint, trying to scrape away the face paint and unmask Goldust for who he really is. Oh, big whiff there from Mickey Williams. Completely misjudged where Goldust was, but that's what you expect from Goldust. The head games! But speaking of head games, that Carolyn lift driving Goldust right onto his head and onto his neck, trying to just destroy the neck of Goldust. They lock up, and now Williams back to stabbing with that fork. Goldust at the mercy of actual cannibal Mickey Williams. Side buster there. Goldust trying to regain some momentum. Spinning toe hold here from the Bizarre One. Mickey Williams hasn't really encountered a spinning toe hold, I don't think, in his entire career in GPW. But now, trading blows with Goldust. This is something Mickey Williams knows how to do. Goldust gets the better of him. Lariat covers him. 1, 2 for the title, maybe. No, Mickey Williams able to get out there at the count of 3 there. Side buster again from Goldust up to the top rope. What's he looking for here? Nothing. Goldust now grappling with Williams, but Carolyn lift again. And now the King Cobra. Goldust's foot under the ropes. Referee doesn't see it. Goldust for the submission. Forced onto Goldust, and Mickey Williams continues the punishment after the match. And still your GPW heavyweight champion, Mickey Williams. God bless America, I guess. So, okay. Like, there's some matches here that I'm really happy about the results of. In fact, every match except for this one. I don't really want Hiro Mikami as the GPW Junior Heavyweight Champion. But every other match, I'm pretty satisfied with the result. I think this is top to bottom pretty good. Let's see how the fans liked it. Yeah, we definitely sold out. I made sure that would happen. Probably didn't make a lot of money, but we made some. We made some. We're okay. We're north of $3 million now in the bank. That's great. Wow, lots of tournaments happening now. Lots of tournaments coming into August. That's good. That's nice. Okay, they found Renzo. Oh, that's gonna be one of the Gracies. Okay, Kagami, Korono, Hiro. Okay, Kagami, Korono, and Hiro. Okay. Alright, charity event stuff. That's good. A lot of Make-A-Wish stuff. Cool. Alright. So it was Kagami, who I'm going to give just a little bit of a raise here. Kagami, Hiro, and... who else was it? Oh, man, I should have paid more attention. I said it right afterwards. Okay, it was Kagami, Hiro, and... let's see. I'll look back at it later. I won't. It'll be fine. But I feel pretty good about that. I feel solid about it. Yeah, we got Renzo Gracie, who showed up. That's good. That's cool. We're not gonna try to get him. We've already got the only mixed martial artist we need. That's Triple H. So yeah, I feel a way about this. I feel pretty good about it, generally speaking. We've got some big debuts that happened. We've got Taka. Oh wow, we dropped back down to a C. They didn't like it. Aw, that's unfortunate. But I feel like we got some good debuts that happened. Taka's here now. Triple H is here now. I feel overall good. Mickey is still our champion. We'll have to. I guess Ric Flair's the one who's going to be in line now because him and Hunter beat Batman. So maybe Triple H and Batman go into a feud. That's an idea. Noted mixed martial artist Triple H taking on noted traditional martial artist Batman. That could be good. The Cerebral Assassin versus the Dark Knight. Yeah, it's possible. Could be good. Jack Howard, of course, going to be challenging Kagami at some point probably for that Pro Wrestling Ace Championship. Yeah, I think this is overall like a good way moving into the end of the year here. So all right, cool. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off right there, guys. If you're having a good time, I know I am. I feel really good about this episode. Went a little bit longer than necessary, or a little bit longer than usual, at least. But I feel like it was good for it. I felt like wanting to do all three of those episodes. After all three of those matches, it's a big episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off right here. And thanks for watching. Do all the YouTube stuff. You know what it is by now. Like, comment, subscribe, and ring the damn bell. Speaking of which, man, hey, Goldust, his foot under the ropes. Hey, maybe he still has a shot at the title. I don't know. Maybe there's a case to be made for that. Let me know down in the comments. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off, guys. Bye for now.